Hi, Wendy here from the Crafty Card Makers, and as promised, I'm here today to show you a bow making hack that you can make at home that's going to really save your fingers. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I always have a hard time tying a bow. And I know you can make the two loops, cross them over, tie. Mine never come out right, and I never can remember right over left, left over right, whatever. And also, if you're like me, let me show you. I have a lot of scraps of ribbon, and after 25 years of ribbon making now, I do have a drawer with all my ribbons lined up in nice spools and organized. However, I also have this bucket of just scraps of ribbon after, like I said, after 20 plus, almost 25 years of card making. You kind of end up with things like this sometimes. So I'm going to show you how you can use some of these scraps up. So let's get started. Okay, here are some of the bows that I made with my at-home tool hack that you can make. And this tool will make, from very small bows to larger bows. And like I said, I always had a very hard time, making bows. So I asked my husband to come up with a tool. So let me show you what he did. Voila. Okay, now you can buy one of these online and you can spend your money on it. I actually, several years ago, maybe 10 years or more, I bought one of these offline, and I never used it because the pegs kept falling out, and it just, I don't know, it wasn't a good item. And so I said to my husband, you need to come up with something for me to make bows. So what he did was he just took a chunk of wood. Actually, what it is, it's just a piece of molding that he took, and found the center, and he marked the center, with a little dot. And then from the center, he just drilled two holes an inch apart. So from this hole to this hole, it's 1 inch. Then the next hole is a 1/2 inch from the first one, and the next one another 1/2 inch from that hole. The same on this side. So it's a 1/2 inch and then another 1/2 inch. Okay? Then the first one I had were a little bit smaller holes, and they were smaller, thinner pinhead nails that were in there. And it was a little more clumsy to use. So I said to him, I need to have something a little thicker with a flat head. So could you drill the holes bigger and do a flat head nail in there? So he did. But he says, I came up with something better than the flat head nail. He says, golf tees. Fit right in there perfect. So let me show you how this is done. Okay, so first we're going to take some ribbon, okay? And what you're going to do is just leave a tail end of the ribbon. And you're just going to go around, around, over, okay? Then you're going to go under everything, up, and then just, over the bottom ribbon, and then just come up through this loop right here and tie it. And it's nice because you can kind of adjust and find that middle pretty easy. And there you have your ribbon. And all you have to do now, you just have to, well, I didn't find the center quite on that one. You just cut your ends on this. You just cut them to where you want them. And then you have your ribbon. Now let me show you, or you have your bow, I'm sorry, I keep calling it ribbon, but you have your bow. So let me show you another size you can do. So you want it a little bit bigger. So you just stick it in, get another piece of ribbon. Let me try this piece, okay? So just take your end, come around, come over, come up, under, you go under, up, and just tuck it under. And then you just pull. And there you have your bow. Okay, now there's your bow. I didn't have to worry about trying to, you know, tighten it to get that, you know, bow nice and tight. I didn't have to, you know, fumble with my fingers. It just went nicely around there. Now you want to do something a little bigger. That's easy. So you just get another piece of ribbon. Another piece of ribbon here. So you just leave the end around, come around, go over, under, up, over, and then under that loop, and just pull it. And there you have your bow. Just cut the ends the way that you want. Okay? Now, say, well, does it work on really big ribbon? Well, you can go, let's take it all the way out there. And I'll take another piece of ribbon. You just have to leave the tail of this a little longer. And you just come around, go over, under, up, over, under, up. And what's nice about this, you can just kind of adjust that middle like this. Really easy. And there's your bow. Just cut the ends the way you want to. And there you've got it. Now, can you do double? Yes, you can. And I'll show you how you do that. Let me get some, I'll get a smaller one here. Let me cut this piece off. Okay. So you want to make a double bow. Okay. You just leave this end just a little longer. So you go around, around. You just go around twice. You go over, under, up, over, and then under this piece, and up, and tie. And then you have your double bow right there. Okay? You have your double. You just spread it out, cut the ends where you want them, and there you have it. Nifty little tool. Okay, you're probably thinking, well, I don't have anybody that can really cut a piece of wood for me or drill the holes. Well, maybe you don't, but if you do, great little hack for making bows. Get your husband out there to do it, or your significant other, or maybe a neighbor or a relative or a friend can do it for you. It's really a simple hack and very economical because let's face it, you probably have the scrap of wood, or somebody has a scrap of wood someplace and has 2 nails. I suggest nails with a flat head, or maybe 2 golf tees like my husband used. So listen, have fun, happy bow making.